You're watching the Weiss channel. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, today we are going to graph a linear equation. That sounds a lot harder than it is. It's very easy, okay? First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to create 5 points. 5 points? Yes. Here's the equation. Y equals 2x minus 5. Okay? So what I want you to do is come up with any 5 numbers. Now when you do that, I want you to make your life easy on yourself. What is the simplest number in the world? 0. Let's use 0. Okay? So put 0 in for x. Okay? What's the second simplest number? 1. And after that? 2. Now I'm going to ask you to also use -1 and -2. So use -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Meaning what we're going to do is we're going to put these 5 numbers in for x and then solve for y. What do I mean by that? I mean that if x is -2, y equals 2 times -2 minus 5. What's 2 times -2? -4. What's -4 minus 5? -9. So when x is -2, y is -9. Easy. What about if x is -1? What's 2 times -1? -2. What's -2 minus 5? -7. What if x is 0? If x is 0, 2 times 0 is 0, minus 5 is -5. You see -9, -7, -5, next is going to be -3, and after that is going to be -1. And now we're going to plot the points. Where's -2, -9? -2, -9, right here. Where's -1, -7? -1, -7. Where's 0, -5? Boom. Where's 1, -3? Boom. Where's 2, -1? Boom. And then you draw your line. Okay? And that's how you draw the equation of a line. Obviously, my hand is not very straight, but if you do it perfectly, you'll have a perfectly straight line. Okay? Again, I'm going to ask you to use -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Here's y equals -3x plus 4. So if I put in -2, what's -3 times -2? 6. What's 6 plus 4? 10. If I put in -1, -3 times -1 is +3. Plus 4? Positive.
It is?
Right? Because -3 times -1 is +3, right? That's okay. All right? +3 plus +4 is +7. -3 times 0 is 0, plus 4 is 4. You see we're going down by 3 each time. So if this is 10, this is 7, this is 4, the next one is 1. The next one is -2. So we plot the points. Where's -2, 10? Here's -2 and +10. Where's -1, +7? There. 0, 4. There. 1, 1. And 2, -2. Draw your line. And please put arrows on the ends, because that means that it goes on forever in both directions, okay? Which it does. Now, what if we have this situation? Oh my God, a fraction. I hate fractions. I know you hate fractions, okay? I need numbers that's going to get rid of that 3. So I'm no longer going to use numbers like 1 or 2. In order to make this 3 cancel out, I'm going to use numbers like 3. Would you agree if I put a 3 in here that the 3's will cancel? Right? So I'm still going to use 0. Because 0, still 4/3 times 0 is 0. So that's always a good number to use. But I'm going to use 3 and I'm going to use 6. I'm going to use -3 and -6. Okay? So when I put -6 in for x, right, I have y equals 4/3 times -6 minus 1. What happens with the 3 and the -6? Well, the 3 cancels with the -6. 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into -6 -2 times. So now what's 4 times -2? That would be -8 minus 1 makes -9. Okay? Now I'm going to use -3. What happens when I put -3 in for x? 3 goes into 3 once. 3 goes into -3 -1 time. 4 times -1 is -4. -4 minus 1 is -5. Okay. If I put 0 in for x, 4/3 times 0 is 0. Minus 1 is -1, thank you. Okay. You see I'm adding 4 each time, right? I'm going to add 4 to -1 and get 3. Add 4 and get 7. Okay? So now, I'm going to plot my points. Okay. Where is -6, -9? -6, -9, right here. -3, -5, right here. 0, -1, right here. 3, 3, and 6, 7. Drawing a line. Now, when you are imperfect like I am, sometimes your points are a little off, but you get the idea. On the graph paper that I will give you, you won't have the issue that I'm having. Okay? So here, we had a 3 in the denominator, and we used numbers like 3 and 6. Here, I have a 2 in the denominator, so I'm going to use numbers like 2 and 4, right? Because 2 will knock out this 2, and 4 will knock out this 2, right? Okay. So I'm going to still use 0. I'm going to use 2. I'm going to use 4. I'm going to use -2 and -4, right? So if I put -4 in for x, I have y equals -1/2 times 4 plus 7. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 4 twice. -1 times 2 is -2. -2 plus 7 is 5. Okay. Now I'm going to put, whoops.
You dropped your negative.
I dropped my negative. Thank you for catching that. This should be a -4, which means this should be a -2. And -1 times -2 is +2, plus 7 is 9. Okay. Now what if I put in -2? If I put in -2, 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into -2, -1 time. -1 times -1 is 1, plus 7 is 8. Oh, so this is 9 and this is 8. Negative half of 0 is 0, plus 7 is 7, making this 6, making that 5. Oh, okay. So now we're going to graph my points. Okay. Negative 4, 9. Negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Negative 2, 8. Negative, 0, 7. 2, 6. 4, 5. And draw your line with arrows at both ends. And that's how you graph the equation of a line, by creating 5 points. Tomorrow we'll show you an even faster way to do it. You've been watching the Weiss Channel. Da 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 da.